All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the routine Monday briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, September 29th, to Sunday, October 5th. I'm Jimmy Danko. I'm a meteorologist here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh. I know many of you are interested in any impacts we will receive from Tropical Storm Imelda, currently east of Florida. The trend has been towards less in the way of impacts, and we're really not expecting any significant impacts at this point across Central North Carolina. Our last briefing for the event was actually this morning, so we don't have any more scheduled briefings for Imelda going forward. But we can talk about it some on this routine briefing.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, so the upcoming weather pattern for Central North Carolina today, you can see the center of Imelda is currently east of Florida, just north of the Bahamas, and that will continue to spread moisture from the system. Will spread some light to moderate rain north into the Carolinas through tonight, and that will possibly continue into the first half of tomorrow, but by then it will really be, I think, mainly light. Today there could be some pockets of moderate to heavy rain at times across the area, but by tomorrow it'll be light, and later in the day we should start to dry out. And then high pressure will bring drier air, and skies will start to clear out by Wednesday, and definitely by Thursday will be dry and sunny. Maybe the next chance of rain is some patchy light rain in the southeast on Sunday, but that's pretty far out and confidence is fairly low. It may hold off until after Sunday. And as far as temperatures go, today and tomorrow are going to be fairly cool during the day just because of the widespread cloud cover and light to moderate rain. But lows will also be mild, so we'll have a small range in temperature from day to night. And then by Wednesday, we'll start to warm up with highs in the 70s, one warmer day close to normal, and then we drop back below normal, with a real taste of autumn on Thursday and Friday as that high pressure builds down from New England. And we're only expecting highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s and lows in the upper 40s to mid 50s. And then as that high starts to move east and we get more southerly flow by the weekend, and especially by Sunday, dew points will start to increase again. We may get some increase in moisture and temperatures with highs back to the mid 70s to 80 by Sunday. So looking at the total rainfall forecasts for the next 5 days, today generally expecting on average around 1/4 to 1/2 an inch across Central North Carolina. There could be locally higher amounts, which I'll get to in the next slide, but by Tuesday, we really start to dry out with just maybe a few hundredths of an inch, mainly in the south and east. And then Wednesday onward, we're not expecting any more precipitation. Now, even though total rainfall amounts today on average are only supposed to be around 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, we do have a marginal or level 1 of 4 risk for excessive rain across much of Central North Carolina through tonight. I think that's mainly going to just be in urban and poor drainage areas, and if some heavier showers train over the same locations. And guidance does show some very localized pockets of 1 to 2 inches can't be ruled out. So that's where any flooding threat, I think, would be. But I really think it's going to be very isolated if that does occur. Most areas are going to receive a lot less than 1 to 2 inches. And then not expecting any excessive rain threat after that. and not expecting any severe storms this week either. So looking at the tropics, we have two systems actually out in the Atlantic right now. So Imelda, just east of Florida, and you can see from this graphic that it's currently a tropical storm with, as of the latest 11 a.m. advisory, maximum sustained winds of 60 miles an hour. And it's going to continue drifting north today, and then northeast curvature starting tomorrow, and it'll continue to head in that direction away from our area to the east northeast through the rest of the week. And it's actually expected to approach very close to Bermuda by Wednesday evening. So again, no significant or widespread impacts are expected across central North Carolina from Imelda, just some possibly very localized 1 to 2 inch rainfall amounts. And then the other system is Hurricane Humberto, which is actually a Category 4 hurricane, and that is located east of Imelda, and that one is also going to curve north and then east out in the Atlantic over the next few days. So the combination of both of these systems out in the Atlantic is going to result in some high surf and dangerous rip currents along much of the East Coast over the next several days. So that is one other impact that if you're heading to the beach to keep a watch out for. So looking beyond the next week, from the Climate Prediction Center, their temperature and precipitation outlooks have us with favoring above normal temperatures, and then a slight favor for above normal precipitation. Looks like 33 to 40% chance of above normal precipitation across most of our area. And looking at the experimental graphical hazardous weather outlook, really the only threat is, again, that excessive rainfall threat today. That's very limited and isolated. And then tomorrow, I should also mention that it will be breezy in the afternoon, just from that pressure gradient as Imelda moves east-northeast away from us. So there could be some gusts in the 20 to 30 mile an hour range during the day tomorrow. So just to summarize, we're expecting just some mainly light to moderate rain through tonight, and some localized heavy rain could occur, and amounts mostly will average around 1/4 to 1/2 inch, highest in the south, but locally higher amounts will be possible in the 1 to 2 inch range. And then some patchy light rain could continue into early tomorrow with drying and clearing by tomorrow evening. And then high pressure will bring dry weather from Wednesday through at least Saturday, maybe some patchy light rain in the southeast on Sunday. And then looking at temperatures, cool and cloudy today and tomorrow, and then a brief warming trend on Wednesday with highs mainly in the 70s, mid to upper 70s, and then cooling back down into the upper 60s to mid 70s late week with lows in the upper 40s to mid 50s, and then moderating back to near normal by Sunday. And the only hazard and impact that we're expecting is, again, that marginal risk for excessive rain today, which I'm expecting to be very isolated and mainly limited to urban and poor drainage areas. All right, that concludes the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. Thanks for listening.